Hello, my lovely students. Welcome to StudyWave Academy, where education is without limits. Now, welcome to class. Welcome to our kindergarten class, where we're looking at rhymes. I have so far introduced what rhymes are, how to tell words that are rhyming, and what we mean by the word rhymes. And I was talking about, I even gave examples of rhyming words and how to tell whether words are rhyming or not. And now I was looking at how rhymes come about. How can we tell that words are rhyming? And the first one I looked at is the phonetic similarity. I explained further what we mean by phonetic similarity, and I even made you write this in your diary as a new vocabulary for saying phonetic similarity is another way of saying similar sound pattern or similar phonetic ending. So phonetic similarity is just the similar sound pattern. So this is one word I've taught you. And now let's move on and look at how rhymes come about. Let's look at another way in which rhymes come about. So we've looked at phonetic similarity and we are good here. Now let's move and look at how rhymes come about and look at what is called the word families. Now, rhyming words often belong to the same word family where a common ending sound or letter pattern is shared. For instance, like hat, hat, mat, bat, all belong to the art word family. Now, class, all of you have your families too, where some of you live your parents and your siblings. Whoever you live with is your family. Words too have families. We have word families, and rhyming words belong to the same word family, okay? Even you are related to your mother, you're related to your siblings, you all belong to the same family. Same as to the rhyming words and the rhyming patterns, they belong to the same family. So rhyming words, and I've given an example here. Let's take an example of our cat, bat, hat, mat, sat. All these words end with the sound at. So we will say these words are in the at word family. Look at how simple it is. Look at how easy it is to understand rhymes and to tell where rhymes are. It's very, very simple and very, very easy to do. Okay, class? Now let's continue and talk about these word families. When you talk about word families, we're talking about the word family structure. How do we know these words remain or these words are found in the same family? So word families consist of a base word and one or more related words with the same ending or the same similar pattern. So just the word family, they have this structure. A structure is like how they are formed. So we find words that they have the same ending pattern or the same similar pattern or same ending. So these words will fall in the same family. And I gave you an example of the hat, mat, cat, rat, sat. All of them end with the sound at, okay? So all these words will be in the same family, and we'll name this family the at word family, okay? The at word family. So you name sound patterns according to their families or according to their similarity in their patterns and how we speak them. Very, very easy to do. So let's move on, class, and look at rhyming words. Let's look at rhyming words. Words within the same rhyming family often rhyme because they share the same ending sound or pattern. For example, cat, hat, and rat all rhyme because they end with the at sound. So these are ways in which rhymes come about. I'm looking at ways in which rhymes come about, and I'm insisting on how can we know that words are rhyming or not. And one thing I'm insisting on is that to know that words are rhyming, they will have the similar sound pattern or they will have the same ending pattern. So the same sound that is ending a word is the same sound that is ending another word. So this is how we'll know the words are rhyming. Very, very simple to tell and very, very simple to work around finding rhymes, okay? let's continue looking at how rhyming words come about. How do rhyming words come about? We have one thing that is called the spelling patterns. Sometimes rhyming words have the same spelling pattern at the end, even if they don't sound the same. An example is cough and enough. When they both end with off, okay? So even though they are pronounced differently. Now, class, again, one thing that I'm paying much attention to is that rhyming words have the same ending sound pattern. You find that the sound ending the words are the same. So the words may not be spelled the same or pronounced the same, but when you write it down, the ending pattern will be similar. The ending spelling will be similar. Now, this is one way how you can know a word is a rhyme or not, whereby the last words or the ending words are similar. For example, look at the words I've given here. The cough, I've given the word cough, and I've given the word, so I've given the word cough, and I've given the word enough. So cough and enough. You see my cursor moving here. So these two words here, they are pronounced differently. One is cough, another one is enough. But you find that they have the same ending pattern, similar pattern. And the pattern is off. Let me try draw it for you here so that you can see. So we have this pattern off and the other pattern off. It's big because I want you to see the difference, okay? So you see that? So they have this same ending pattern. So one thing or one way to find that words are rhyming, class, is that you go through the words, look at the words. Even if you pronounce them and they do not look similar, you will notice that the last pattern or the last sound is similar for the both words, okay? Now let's continue and look at what spelling patterns really are. I want us to look at these spelling patterns that we keep on saying that the spelling patterns are how to know words are rhyming or not. Common letter combination. Spelling patterns refer to common combination of letters that produce specific sounds. For example, how can be produced, so look at here. This can be complex to understand, class, but I want us to look at the spelling patterns because it is important for us to know. Let me try to reduce the cursor or the thickness of my pen. Now, class, you see, for example, in English, the letter combination, this letter O combination can produce the ow sound, okay? So this, we will learn this when we're trying to read sounds, but it's the same thing. The combination, for example, of E and A can be read as E, okay? All this can be read as E. Instead of reading this air, you read as E. Sounds like eat and treat. So look at these sounds that eat and treat, okay? These are also rhyming words. Eat, treat. So E, you have the sound E in the middle of these sounds. So these sounds are similar. So common letter combinations, you find that when you combine such words, you find one sound to produce. So look at these words, E and A. You say it like air, right? That is how you write it. But when you're pronouncing it, when you're speaking it out, you don't say it as air. You don't read this eat. You don't read this as eat, and you don't read this as triat, no. But you read it as one word. So this letter here, you will read it as one word, and therefore it will become eat and treat. Very, very simple again. Let me get rid of this once again so that we can have a clean place to work. So class, that is what I want you to understand about the sound patterns. They are two combinations or combinations of words, and when you combine these words, you get a similar pattern. You get a similar meaning or of what you're trying to say, okay? Very, very simple. So class, let's continue. And now, I hope we are understanding and following what rhymes are. It's a very, very easy thing to do and a very, very easy exercise to do and to find the rhyming words, okay? Before we even continue with these rhyming words, I want us to stand up and sing one song together. So before I even bring up my song, I want any of you to try sing a song that has some rhyming words in it. Any song that you feel has some rhyming words in them, okay? So you sing the song out to class. Now, here is my little song here. It's called Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So I know most of you know the song and most of you have heard the song. So this is the song I want us to sing. So class, when this song is playing, first we will listen to it. Just listen to it first. So first we listen to it, then later we will try sing along. Then after that we'll try look at the rhyming words in this song of ours, okay? So I want you to sing along. Just listen first. Now class, this is a beautiful, beautiful song. Now I just wanted us to listen to the song and just listen to the words, that any words that you feel are rhyming there. But that is a break up session that I want us to listen to the song, just understand it and try to find the similar words. But now let's continue and trying to understand how to find rhymes and how to know that we have rhyming words or not. So we're looking at the spelling patterns here, and I showed you how to mention or how to read some words that are combined together. I gave you an example of this word ear, okay? E-A, you read it as ear, right? You write it as ear, but when you're pronouncing it, you pronounce it as E, okay? Let's continue and now look at rhyming based on the spelling patterns. How can we know words are rhyming? Because we can also look at the spelling patterns or how the patterns of the words are written. Now, rhyming words often share not the same final sound, but also the same spelling pattern. For example, cough and enough both have off spelling pattern at the end, even though they may not have identical pronunciations. This type of rhyme where they have similar spelling patterns is sometimes called the visual rhyme. Now class, look at, I'm talking about the spelling pattern. When you see these words, these two words, cough and enough, they both have something similar in them, and that is this word. The word, let me try and align it for you well. So this word off and this word off here. So these two words, cough and enough, they have the same off sound. They have the same off spelling pattern. It's spelled the same and it's spelled in a similar way. So they may not be pronounced the same. For example, you don't say cough and cough are the same. One is read as cough, one is read as enough. But they have some spelling that are the same. And this makes them a rhyming word or some rhyming words because they have the same spelling. So it's very, very easy to spot rhyming words, okay?